there was engineering, then it turned out that I'm a creative. I think there's a point in one's life where we get so confused in trying to discover what we really, really love to do. Going to CBU didn't stop me from continuing with my music production and graphic designing. At some point, I got confused. I was like, how do I marry my creative side and my engineering side? I only got to discover how I can marry the two after I completed. Working with different people and working for these agencies has actually put me in a space where I understand the importance of humility. Before I joined the agency space, I was freelancing. So in freelance, I thought I knew things. Of course, I had the skill, but there was a lot more to learn. You and your work are two separate entities, and when work is rejected, it's not you who's been rejected. It's your ideas that have been rejected because they're not bad, but because they are not aligning with the objectives at that point in time. So what I do when I receive feedback is I'll listen more than I speak. Because when you start responding,
already. So
yes.
This is why this is that. This is what this is here.
Why is the circle? Because the circle. No, you listen to what the client is saying. Oh, okay, cool. Sometimes you should even go back and sit alone. Think about what they've said. 90% of the times you discover that they are actually right.
Who inspires your creativity?
Women.
Okay.
Women, because
quick one, before we go any further, please remember to like and to subscribe and to share. And I promise to bring you the best and most valuable content.
This is a seat that a lot of the greats have sat on. So it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's a blessing to be here.
Yeah, also, I like the way you use the grades. No, amazing people are sitting on that chair. Just to go back, I think the first time I come across your work, of course, was through Facebook. I think it was the Zambia graphic designers. Because you post some of your work there, isn't it?
Yeah, I have been posting. I've posted, but I think at some point I stopped posting in the group.
Yeah.
For no particular reason. I just stopped posting there.
Yeah, checked you out. I mean, you're doing these amazing designs, art direction, creative direction. So it's pretty cool. And so I was just like, I need to bring this guy on.
Oh.
Yeah. And when I texted you, you're just like, what? You're almost refusing to come.
I'm very, very camera shy. So I was like, what is this man trying to do to me?
Yeah. I like to make it as casual as possible so that it doesn't feel like an official interview.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So just creative talking.
Let's see how it will turn out.
Of course. So how was it like growing up? What were you interested in as a kid?
Going back, I think I was born in a Christian home. The year was 1945. No, just joking. I was both book smart and hands-on. So my dad, at an early age, actually taught me how to fix some basic stuff in the house: bulb holders, switches, and socket. So basic electrical stuff that around the house. So at a very young age, I used to get all hands-on stuff. On the other hand, loved school so much. But before I came to love school, way back at the age of between 9 to 11 years, I used to play soccer. There was a soccer team in Chawama. Grew up in Chawama, by the way. A soccer team there called Torres. So I played there for like a year, but my parents didn't know. Really? They were against the whole football thing because most kids who were involved in the football thing became naughty. But they turned out to be junkies. So they were against that. So I was doing it secretly. But I was really good at soccer, at football. I think I still have the skill.
Yeah. You haven't done it in a while.
Oh, it's been a while, but I think I still do get the skill. On the other hand, I love school so much. So in most grade 7, grade 9, I came out as top student, best student after our exams. Eventually, because of the good grades, went to high school, university. I was at the Copperbelt University. Studied Mechatronics Engineering. But before we go that far, let me take you back. Take you back to my childhood. Yeah, so lucky enough, like I said, I was privileged to grow up around intellectual parents. So they taught me how to read and write before I even went to school, grade 1. Yeah, I learned how to read and write in English and Nyanja before I went to grade 1. I didn't attend kindergarten.
Oh, really?
I didn't attend. So went straight to grade 1. And then that was in 2001. And then carried on until 2012 when I completed my secondary education. Yeah, so that's pretty much about my childhood. There's not so much drama because I grew up as an introverted person. Yeah, so spent a lot of time alone. I think that's the reason why I used to have school a lot because I didn't have so much to entertain me. So it's either soccer, doing it secretly, and then you go back home, you only have books to read and go to school. That's it.
Yeah, at least you balanced. Was there anyone like in the creative field in your family?
No one. I turned out to be the first person. I think I took a very, very different route compared to my brothers, my siblings. So I think I'll explain this later. But before I'm a graphic designer, I'm actually a music producer / sound engineer.
Yes. You have many hats.
Yes. / sound engineering. So back then, before I even got into the creative space, not really creative space, but graphic designing, I was doing a lot of music production. Yes.
You never used to sing yourself?
No,
okay.
Not really. This voice is not for singing.
It can be. I think you can rap. You can make a good rapper.
For real?
Yeah,
I think so. I'll try that. I'll try that.
I think it's like almost all of us went through that phase of singing, like trying to have a rap career or something. I went through that, but it wasn't producing music. I think it was rapping with me.
Where did you stop?
Oh, demo. I think
you make a really good 50 cent.
No. The good 50 cent.
Yes.
We just recorded one song, and after that, I think I never went back. Yeah, but that was a good time. I think growing up is really fun to like try out different things.
Yes.
You try this, we see what works and what doesn't work. Yeah, it's really cool. So now, of course, you studied mechanical and electrical engineering. When you passed grade 12, how was that conversation like with your parents?
I think, let me go back to being privileged again. Not really privileged financially, but my parents actually are not too strict when it comes to like decision making. So they give you room to explore and make your own decisions. So even when I completed my grade 12, before me, none of my brothers actually went for higher education. None of my siblings went for higher before me. I was the first person in the family to go for higher education. So after completing grade 12 with proper results, great results to say. Yes. My parents didn't even like, they thought it's going to be the same process. Like you complete, you start looking for my piecework or a job somewhere. But it was different for me. I applied without their knowledge. I applied to CBU and then I was accepted. The time they got to know about my application is when I got my acceptance form. I was like,
really?
oh, I've been accepted at CBU.
You're so secretive.
No, it wasn't really a secret. But when I was applying, I didn't even know that I'll be accepted. I was just
okay, let me give this a try. I
need to go to the university because I really want to do engineering. So let me just apply. And then when it came, I was like, oh, they've accepted me in the School of Mathematics and Natural Sciences. Let me show it to my parents. And now they were very happy. They were very happy. They supported me all the way until the end of time.
That's why I want to know now, where did the conversation or the interest in the creative field start? Or in
the creative space. There was engineering. Then it turned out that I'm a creative. Now, I think there's a point in one's life, most of us, where we get so confused in trying to discover what we really, really love to do. Yeah, so even before I went to CBU, I was a music producer. I used to produce music in the ghetto. I was serious about it because I wasn't just making beats. I was going as far as mixing and mastering, the actual sound engineering. But then after I got accepted to CBU, I was like, let me try and do my thing because I love school. Yeah. So I went to CBU. Going to CBU didn't stop me from continuing with my music production and graphic designing. So graphic designing only came in. Okay, let me give you the dates. In 2011, when I was in grade 11, that's when I first opened Fruit Loop Studio, FL Studio, and Cubase. So I started learning how to produce music, how to mix and master. Then in 2013, that was the first time I opened Photoshop.
Yeah.
The reason why I opened Photoshop is because in the music production department, there were artworks, cover arts for songs. So I was like, instead of me just producing songs, why can't I make a package where I produce a song, then I make an artwork for you for the song. I opened Photoshop for the first time, and then continued learning. Even when I went to university, CBU, I continued making artworks, making a little money for tomato and soya chunks.
That's tomato and soya chunks.
Yes, tomato and soya chunks. And then eventually, I got to balance between school, my engineering aspect, but at some point I got confused. I was like, how do I marry the two?
Yeah,
these are two different fields. How do I marry my creative side and my engineering side? I only got to discover how I can marry the two after I completed. People don't know. A lot of people don't know that I was at CBU.
No, but no. I only knew when I was looking at your LinkedIn, like doing my research. That's the only time I knew.
A lot of people don't know because I'm trying to find a way to. I already found a way. I'm just planning on how I can brand myself as an engineer / creative. Because it's going to be a package where I can solve problems using my engineering skills and solve problems using my creative skills. So it will be a package of the two. I think I only discovered myself after I completed uni.
There's just a point in life where you're just confused about what to do.
Yeah.
And I think the important thing is not just to sit back. I think the important thing is to try out different things and see what works. And like you said, like you are trying to marry it now and make it all work. So how do you think your background in mechanical and electric engineering has in some way influences your creative work?
Okay, so there's a very big connection because what I studied is Mechatronics Engineering, a combination of mechanical and electronics engineering. So machines, but smart machines. You get. So we basically turn manual machines into automated machines. So my final year project was actually, I love Shima, by the way.
Shima.
So my final year project was actually design and fabrication of an automated Shima cooker. So we'll dive deep into that some other time. But so going back, I have decided to brand myself as a problem solver. So, for example, I know there's people who get who don't have the time to prepare shima or food because of a busy schedule. So, as a problem solver, I come in and I give you, okay, since you don't have the time, here's a machine that will help you prepare your food and sort out everything. Your job is to come and eat. That's it. You don't have to go through the hassle of cooking and all that. Your job is to just put the food on the table and eat. So I have actually branded myself right now as a problem solver. So mechanical and electronics engineering comes in when in the creative space. For example, if I'm doing a brand identity for X and X, I can make a package for them. There are people who actually want to do from scratch, you do their brand identity and actually market their products. You market their products. So the electrical and electronics engineering comes in when they have a product, a tangible product that they want to like manufacture and all that. So that's where the skill joins in. So I want to find a proper way I can marry the two, the creative aspect and the electronics and mechanical engineering aspect in order to provide goods and services to the people.
I'm glad that you're trying to find to bridge that gap that is in between. Because of course some people when they go to school, maybe they find something else. It's like they throw the other thing away. But to be deliberate and intentional about it is it's a really
because
good thing.
What's the point of spending 6 years in university and just throw everything away? So I'm trying to find a bridge in order to marry the two.
So after school, of course, you've now worked for like very big agencies here. Like, what are some of the lessons that you've learned about teamwork and being a leader as a creative director?
I've worked with TBWA Altitude for 3 years, from 2022 to 2025. 2025 February. And then right now I'm with Black Dot Media. At some point, I worked part-time with Rediv Media for a certain project. I think that was like a month or two. There was a specific project we were working on called Hot Games. They were launching a brand called Hot Games. So I only worked as assistant creative director with them for like a month. When the project was done, I left. So working with different people and working for these agencies has actually put me in a space where I understand the importance of humility. Because like I said, before I joined the agency space, I was freelancing. So in freelance, I thought I knew things. I thought I was badass, but I wasn't actually. Of course I had the skill, but there was a lot more to learn from other people. So when I moved into the agency space, I found really talented people. From art directors to copywriters to account executives, strategists. So then you have a different perspective. You'll be like, oh, this is how things are supposed to be done, huh? So in my bedroom, I thought I knew everything. But when I went into the agency space, I was like, oh, there's a lot to learn. And that's where humility came in. Because for you to learn from other people, you have to be humble enough. You'll be like, I don't know anything. Teach me, sir. So started asking a lot of questions from the art directors I found at Altitude, Black Dot. And then I give kudos to those agencies for the person that I've become today, because I learned a lot. I went there for design, but along the way, without knowing it, I started learning strategy. Strategy, and then we're good now. I just haven't pushed myself in that space so much, but I've learned a lot from them. So teamwork, most of the projects that happen in agency space that you work on in an agency space, you don't work on them alone. There's a team of people that you work with. So you have your skill, you table your skill. There's a copywriter that will put in their skill. There's a strategist that will put in their skill. So your skill plus their skills, you come up with a project or a product that will be well received by the. So you depend on people in order to come up with one final product. Again, humility comes in because you need these people and they also need you. So you try as much as you can to listen to them as they speak, because your ideas sometimes may be not the ones that work. So you humble yourself to an extent that you give them a chance to speak their mind, and then maybe their idea will work best for the team. So teamwork, I've learned a lot about teamwork from agency space.
How about being a leader as a creative director?
Leadership. You know, I've always avoided being the top person. Like, oh, okay, we're looking up to you, sir. We're looking up to you so for this project to work. I've always been scared of holding a leadership position. I feel when I lead, like I'm controlling people, even when I'm not. But in the actual sense, leadership is has everything to do with one's personality. the kind of personality you have will determine whether you'll be a good leader or not. So if you allow people or you listen more than you speak, it actually helps you understand the people that you are leading. So I worked as a leader, creative lead for MTN Mobile Money for 2 years plus. So from creative direction to approving artworks, that allowed me, so being in that space allowed me to explore ideas from different people. So in the beginning, I used to, like, if there's a project, I would do an artwork. First, here it's like, no, you follow this, make some more.
Yeah.
But after some time, I realized that I was boxing people.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I was boxing people within my ideas and not really exploring their ideas. So after some time, I was like, why don't I give them a chance to present what they think works best, and then we can guide each other from there. So leadership is not about controlling people. It's actually allowing people express themselves, and then you work together in coming up with one particular idea that will work best. Yeah, that's what I learned about leadership from there.
Yeah. You've also shared on your LinkedIn, of course, and Facebook, like of projects that were rejected. How do you handle creative rejection?
Yes.
Like, you've done work and it gets rejected. No, it's not going in the
about that. About that.
Yeah.
In March, when I joined Black Dot, the first project that I was given was the APSA Cup. I was making an artwork for the fixtures, for the yearly APSA Cup fixture. And then at the same day, they gave me some artworks in the content calendar, the April content calendar. Some holidays there was the Easter stuff, KK Day, and the like. So being enthusiastic, and I'm like, I want to prove a point here. I want to prove a point. I'm new here. I want to prove a point.
Yeah, because you have to make sure that you prove it. Yeah.
That wasn't a long time ago. It's just April, like a few months ago.
Like a few months ago.
Yeah, okay, I want to prove a point. Of course, I went through the CI, the brand manual. Okay, this is how they do things. Consulted from people who've been working on the brand. Okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. So I went into the art direction, did the work, and then submitted. Even before I submitted, I actually asked some people around. I was like, what do you think about this? They're like, this is tough. This is tough. Awesome. And then we submitted. But when feedback came, we're like, this is exactly how the email read. These are super nice, but they're not within the CI.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I was confident. I was like, okay, now these I'm even putting in my portfolio. Yeah. But then that feedback came. I wasn't disappointed because now I know how to handle feedback. So sometimes you may present a good idea, an idea that you think is good, but may not align with objectives or the brand manual or the CI, the brand CI. So the type of work that you do for Zamte or the type of work that you do for MTN may not be the same work that you should do for APSA or any other brand.
Yeah.
So each brand has a personality. And I think at that particular point in time, I got a personality from another brand and then put it in APSA.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, these brands, I've worked on fun brands. Even this one should be fun.
Yeah.
You get, unfortunately, it didn't align with the CI. So when that feedback came, obviously I went back and I was like, let me change this, because now I know how to handle feedback. So I went and changed up the artwork and sent it back. It was approved after that.
So you have received like a lot of rejection, isn't it?
Yes,
like,
I have
so
actually.
You have to learn how to receive it. But sometimes I think feedback, or at some point you might think that you're being rejected or something or that. Like, don't get too attached to your work.
Yes.
Like, your work is not you. It's not you who's being rejected, but it's the work that you've presented. True. You might have made some mistakes. You didn't understand something. So just that's feedback that is really needed to help you grow and I think even people take you more serious. And
True.
consider you as mature. But if they give you feedback or reject what you don't want, you become angry. You suddenly stop talking.
I actually 100% agree with you because so over time, in the beginning, I used to get upset. You give me feedback, something that I've worked on for hours, and then you tell me it's not nice. I used to get upset. But then I came to learn that my work and I are two separate entities. I'm not my work, and my work is not me. So when your work is rejected, it's not you who's been rejected because you are a whole different person. So your ideas may not be the ones that they are needed at that particular point in time. So what I do when I receive feedback is I'll listen more than I speak. So because when you start responding,
already defending yourself. Yes. No, this is why this is that. This is why this is here.
Why is the circle? Because the circle. No, you listen to what the client is saying. Oh, okay, cool. And then sometimes you should even go back and sit alone. Think about what they've said. Most of the times, 90% of the times, you discover that they are actually right. So before you defend yourself, you understand that you and your work are two separate entities. And when work is rejected, it's not you who's been rejected. It's your ideas that have been rejected because they're not bad, but because they are not aligning with the objectives at that point in time. So you just go back but someone would argue and say, what if everything of the objectives, the shan are fine, and this stubborn client is just insisting that I do something totally different? Again, yes, you are the professional. You are the graphic designer, you are the professional, you know what is supposed to be done, but you must also remember that you are imperfect. So there's a chance that you may be wrong, or maybe you are right, but then that's not your work. It's the client's work. So you give them what they have requested. As long as it's not going to bring in legal issues and any damage to the brand, then it's fine. You just do what they request you to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I've learned over time.
How do you define success for a project?
So success for a project for me comes in two forms. My side and the client side. So even when it's a passion project, there's always my side and the client side. So my side in this case is growth. Has this project helped me move from one stage of my career to the next? Has it helped me move from one stage of my skill set to another? And then on the client side, every project has a goal. So it's either visibility, they want to make sales. If they can reach that goal that they're aiming for, then it's a success for me. Yeah, that's how I define project success.
Not just when you hit done, but also the success of that project.
Yes, the end goal. Like, have we met our target? Have I grown? Has the client met their sales or their brand visibility and all that?
So this is called Do It. Here we don't just talk. Got you on that one, So we're just gonna go into. I was looking at one of the projects that you did. Of course, we have a new currency now in Zambia. You're one of the people that jumped on just to creatively show the money and how it can be used, the new currency and whatnot. So we're going to dive into that and just see your creative process and how you did it.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah. I will try and
all right, let's do it. So now you knew that of course the new notes were coming out. What was the whole idea? What did this start from?
Yeah, so prior to the 31st of March, I was given a project related to this. I was given a project from APSA to work on the branding for an exhibition booth on this particular day. Yeah, so it was a week before the 31st, I was given that project. So every year, since 2021, I made it a mandate to create an artwork that will go viral every year.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that since 2022. Yeah, I'm sure I'll share some artworks with you that you can show. Yeah. So this year I was asking myself, what am I going to do? Yeah, so I didn't mention that my first love, the very thing that got me into design is photo manipulation. Yeah, so I always wanted, before I learned how to design, I always wanted to put someone pamakumbi. But yeah, eventually after I learned how to, obviously the ideas needed to make sense. So this year I was like, what am I going to design that I'm going to make sure goes viral?
Yeah.
And I was like, it's been ages since Zambia, a country like Zambia changed there. So this is going to be big. So how can I leverage this opportunity to make something that can go viral? So I targeted the 31st. Using that project that I was given, I figured I can do a project that talks about teamwork. But what's the better way of saying teamwork than using an actual team?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, while working on this project, let me think of something that I can do using a football team and the coaches that I have to represent teamwork and make something that can go viral.
Yeah.
So I made this artwork a week before it was posted. So I just kept it. I was waiting for the 31st because I knew if I had posted it earlier, it wouldn't have made the same impact it made on the 31st. So came up with an idea, and then of course I went through I have a process I follow before designing something. I have a small board at home where I write and draw stuff, sketches.
Yeah.
So I drew a sketch. The first idea was of a king. A king seated on the throne, which was supposed to be a 500 kwacha. Then there are the rest of the subordinates and all that. Yeah. But then I was like, this is going to be very complicated to execute. I want something that is going to be, yes, it's tough, but easily achievable. Yeah. So then I went with the football team. Yeah, I went with the football team, and then I figured if I can use a certain alignment, then it would be easier for me to fit them. My kind of design is minimalistic. So I didn't want to overcrowd the artwork. Just the team and tumakopi pamwamba paja, then it's done. So now did my research. I researched on the actual launch and the idea behind the kwacha and all that. So then the tools that I used were ChatGPT for the imagery prompts. I also used ImageFX for the actual images. Yeah, and then Photoshop and Illustrator. So the jerseys, the actual artwork for the football jerseys was designed in Adobe Illustrator. Yeah, it was designed in Adobe Illustrator.
This was done in Illustrator?
Yes, the artwork was done in Illustrator. Then the artwork for the jerseys was done in Illustrator for each jersey, like the 500 alone artwork, the 200, the whatever. And then I was copying and pasting the artwork in Photoshop using the images that I generated. So I was deliberate with the colors that I was generating in ImageFX. Yeah. So for example, the purple in the 500, I would generate a purple jersey. The pink in the 20 kwacha, I would generate a pink jersey. And then using color modes and blend modes in Photoshop, I managed to, of course, the pen tool came in handy. Of course. The selection and the different parts, yes. And then, I don't know if the breakdown was comprehensive enough, but yeah, that was.
So you mean also like the 500 was like the numbers 500 were done in Illustrator?
Yes, in Illustrator.
What about this part here?
So what I was using is actually the actual notes. The actual notes. I was just like putting them on a canvas, like the way I want them. So I used the clipping mask technique. I would just clip the part of the money that I need. Like for example, I'll just clip the 500 and then put it on where I want it to be. Clip the logo and put it where I want it to be. also, but this I designed, the badge. The boss badge, I just designed it from scratch, and and that. So it was the same process for each jersey, and it took me about approximately 8 hours to finish up everything.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Was it like in stages, or just went all out from the first hour until the end?
I think the only break that I took was to cook up a kanshima and eat.
Really? Nice.
And eat. It was a Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I worked on this on a Saturday from 05. Yeah, from like 05. And then I took a break at some point. Cook a kanshima, ate, and then yes.
Yeah.
Went back to the job. Yeah.
You're really focused. I can't work that long. Like focus on one project. No, it's hard for me. It's in stages.
Oh, and you have to take like
I have to take like breaks.
I do that sometimes, but for this particular one, normally I do that when I run out of ideas. I'll take like long breaks if I run out of an idea and I want to reboot. But if the idea is there, I'll just go all out.
Because I believe that at some point you might even lose your thought
or
the idea that you had. So you have to do it right there and then.
So these were images from separate pictures that were generated, and then I just blended them together using Photoshop.
Yeah, so like the ones that are showing here. Let's see.
Yeah.
The players image effects really comes in handy.
Yeah, it's a really, really good tool to use as a creative.
Yeah, so we have this. The other one
for the 20 kwacha.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so the prompt was the same because all of them have like the light is coming from behind.
The prompt was the same. I was only changing the colors and the features of a person.
Oh, okay. So that's the only thing that was changed.
Yeah, a bald-headed person, dreads, and all that.
Oh, cool.
A captain.
It's nice.
Yeah, all that.
But you didn't use this one, right? The football pitch. No. Is this the one that is in the final?
No, this is not the one that is in the final. I didn't include it, but I generated in image effects as well.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. So that was the inspiration initially.
Oh, like the composition.
Yes, right? This one I just downloaded it from Shutterstock. Okay. It's AI generated, but from Shutterstock.
From Shutterstock.
Yeah, that's where I got like the inspiration. Okay, the lineup is going to be like this.
Where does Shutterstock have people with their eyes not in place?
Imagine. No, they're still improving their platform, I guess.
Okay. I see. All right, this is cool, and and of course the notes.
The action notes, the SVG files from. Yeah.
Oh, you have them in SVG.
Yes.
Where'd you guys? Who's the source? Where did you get them?
I just got it from another creative.
Oh, really?
Nice. Shout out to Lumbani.
Oh, it was the source.
Yes.
SVG. This is cool. Nice.
Yeah. So I used those. I was like I said, I was working on a project for APSA. Then I looked at the notes. I was like, these can come in handy, and then I used them for my personal project.
Awesome. So the tools that you use, Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator, of course, image effects,
ChatGPT,
and ChatGPT.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's I think that's when when we talk about like being a creative and these new tools coming. You see how handy they came. Yeah. Because it was gonna be really hard for you to find those images.
Definitely.
It's like,
definitely. Like I said, I started with Shutterstock.
Oh, like searching for people.
I was like, I can't find the ones that I want. The only way is using AI.
Yeah. And you're also talking about the consistency because I can see that they are lit in the same way, like from behind.
Yeah.
And so finding that on Shutterstock or any other
almost impossible. In fact, impossible.
Yeah, it's almost impossible. Yeah. I think these AI tools are making our work very easy because you can just make a prompt and come up with something. Like, okay, you want an image of a jersey, a blank jersey. You can easily generate that instead of your eyes hurting trying to look for the right image.
It takes a lot of your time trying to look for an image.
Awesome.
One guest here said AI is not replacing anyone. It's actually a guy who is using AI that is going to replace you.
Yeah,
that was very, very true.
Yeah, and it works. Like this is very good work.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
All right, thank you so much for the project breakdown. I really enjoyed that and see, because sometimes we just see things like the final product, but we don't know the process that somebody went through. And I think this is really helpful to me and to our viewers. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much.
All right, back to our conversation.
Okay.
Thank you so much for the project breakdown. So now you have worked on a number of passion projects. I'm sure there's a lot more passion projects. How important are they to you?
Passion projects, I don't think I'll ever stop working on passion projects. Passion projects are important to me in the sense that, first of all, unlike any other project that you can receive, like client projects, a passion project allows you the freedom to work without limitations, without any limitations. Second, it helps boost your visibility. That is if you put it out there. Yeah, so these are two important things to me. I love to express my creativity. So if I can't express my creativity with a client job, then passion project. So without limitation, you explore your ideas, those silly ideas that people may think are silly or client may think are silly. You put them out there, and then obviously people will see or will look at your work. So in as much as I'm a creative, a designer, I'm also a business person. I need money. I need money. And the only way I can get money is if I advertise myself, I market myself. So I use passion projects to actually market myself, because client projects don't show my full potential, but passion projects actually show my full potential. So I'll get my full potential, put it out there, and then people will see. For example, I worked on the Open Charts Passion project.
Yeah.
Open Charts is a podcast in SA in South Africa. So I was watching one of their episodes where they mentioned and said, "Oh, we actually don't have." It was a passing conversation. We actually don't have a cohesive brand identity. And I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. So then I went back, did my research, looked into the podcast, did research, and because I've been watching their episodes, I sort of know the vibe about the years. So I did my research, followed my actual design process, and then designed a logo for them, a whole brand identity, and then put it out there. I put it on social media. And then they actually came through. They came through. They were like, "Oh, we love what you did." They messaged me, DM'd me on Facebook, and then requested for my WhatsApp number. I gave them my number. They contacted me on WhatsApp, and then we had the conversation from there. So if I hadn't worked on that passion project, the process would have been different. Yeah, because of that passion project, they saw it, and they came to me. So first, it helps you reach your full potential, showcase your full potential. Second, it gives you visibility. That is why I love passion projects.
Yeah, especially if you're starting out and you don't have any client work. That's the first step you need to do to boost your portfolio. Yeah. Make sure you create something for passion. You see something, you rebrand or whatever that you're supposed to. That's the only way people are going to notice you.
It actually works.
Yeah, it does very much.
It works. So two things that those that are starting out can do is, one, try as much as possible to find a way to join an agency, because that is one best school one can join as you are starting out, an agency, and also do as many passion projects as possible. Yeah. Also, don't just do them. Post them online.
Don't keep them on your laptop.
Post them online.
So you have commented on how social media and innovation are affecting mental health. Of course, it's like the good and then the bad. How do you stay balanced, like mentally?
Balancing is hard. I can try. Balancing is hard, but I think and I feel social media and modern innovation has actually affected mental health because. Like you said, in as much as it helps with like progress, it has connected us to the world, but somehow it has disconnected us from our very selves. You'll find that the two of us in a room physically like this, On our phones, you're on your phone, you're doing your own thing. I'm also doing my own thing. We are physically together, but emotionally and mentally, we are not. We're somewhere else.
Yeah.
So it's different. I'll give an example. When we knock off from our physical workspaces, you come back home, you're like, I don't want anything to do with work. You leave your workplace and then you come back home. It's easy for you to interact with people because you're no longer at work. Interact with your loved ones, your friends, whatever, family. But then your phone is with you almost all the time. Someone can give an excuse and say, but I'm doing work on my phone. I'm responding to client messages. Being online, social media is not really the problem. The problem is us. We don't know when to log off. That's where the problem is. We don't know where, because anything, whether productive or advantageous, if it's overused, it becomes bad. Especially if it disconnects you from the real world.
Yeah.
Because nowadays you find that there's this person, there's Given, and then there's another person who's online, social media. And most of the times that person online becomes bigger than the real person. Yeah. So people will know the person online and they don't know anything about this. So you slowly lose yourself because of social media. And that's where the mental effect comes in. Because one, you start comparing yourself with people online. Why am I not making it soon? Why is that business doing better than mine? You get, so you don't run at your own pace. You start comparing yourself, and that's where the mental breakdown comes in. So knowing when to log off is what helps me keep the balance. It's hard, but I try to. Okay, this time no, I don't. Like, for example, when I wake up in the morning, back then I used to, like, first thing you get your phone, you're on social media. WhatsApp, Shan. So I told myself not to go on social media until I prepare myself, go to work, and then when I land at work around 8, 9, I can log into Facebook or respond to messages on WhatsApp and all that. It helps a lot.
I think for me, what also helps is making sure I don't receive any notifications, like from Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, like all those notifications.
Turn them off.
I only see those notifications when I go into the app. So that also helps me a lot as well.
I think that's a great strategy. I'll try it.
Yeah, because I don't want every time I receive a notification, I have
you have
see
to
it.
check.
You see, so, so that helps me a lot. I mean, social media is a good thing, and even technology and innovation, but it has its own limits, and if we misuse it, that's where now we find that even though it's making one area of our lives better, but you find that maybe mentally it's not helping you out in any way. So balance is very key.
It's true. You're right.
All right. Thanks for that. It's now time for the rapid fire questions.
Okay.
So short answers only, no paragraphs.
That is scary.
No, they're really simple ones and short ones. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Favorite design tool?
Photoshop.
Favorite Zambian campaign of all time? Not yours, not one that you worked on.
The Mossy Premium Lager that was disguised as Icon. I don't know if you used it.
Yeah, I remember that one. A brand you dream of designing for?
Zambian, DSTV, multi-choice in general. And then outside there, Nike.
One way to describe your design style?
Intentional. It's intentional.
Who inspires your creativity?
Women.
Okay.
Women, because I think women are the most intricate and complex design that have ever been crafted by the greatest designer, Jehovah God.
Yeah.
So you see, men are simple. Men are simple, but women are source of inspiration.
There's also inspiration for your creativity. They're complex.
They're intricate. Very intricate.
Yeah. Detailed.
Yes.
Yeah. No, awesome, man. No, thank you so much for coming through.
It was my pleasure being here, man.
Yeah. I enjoyed this conversation. Yeah. And I would like us to do this over and over again.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah,
definitely.
Of course.
Definitely.
Yeah. So where can people find you online?
You can find me on Behance, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and on Instagram as Given Zimba.
Okay, showing right here.
Yeah, Given Zimba.
Okay, awesome. And anything that you're working on currently? Any project that you're working on, or you'd rather not share?
I'm actually working on something, but let me surprise people.
Okay.
Let me
Awesome.
surprise people.
All right,
Yes.
sounds good. All right, man. Thank you so much for coming through.
It was great.
Enjoyed your the conversation and also your work. I love your work and everything that you're doing.
Thank you so much. I'm
Keep it
humbled.
up. All right,
It was
man.
great being here, sir.
All right, let's do it.
Yes, do it.